It's the National Football League on EA Sports. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Bengals and the Vikings. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. McPherson has this one teed up, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. Here comes KJ Osborne out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Play action now, Cousins. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Cousins now. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they went to the challenge.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The numbers a week ago for Chase. 5 catches, 81 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
First down, here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Open man right side is Toney. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. They need now. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now KJ Osborne. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Cousins on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3rd down and 13.
Now Cousins.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Fielded at the 33. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title is clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Cousins. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Bengals at 12-1 now to start play, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. KJ Osborne deep for Minnesota. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Daxton Hill picks it off. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt,
and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here's Cousins.
Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Again, it's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Cousins.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 3rd and long for Cousins.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From midfield now, Burrow.
Got him in open, it's Chase.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 49 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. And we were remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Kadarius Toney there to make the grab. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vikings ready to go again on offense.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0.
Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Finding Fournette on the slant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Running left, it's Fournette.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
Touchdown, Vikings.
K.J. Osborne.
39 yards.
And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Now it's Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Here's Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To the air again, Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here is third down and 4.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. This is caught by Addison. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On play action, Cousins.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Cousins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Bird for the completion. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. That's caught one more time by Burrow. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. Able to slither by. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And Burrow going to throw again. He completes it to Burrow. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Burrow will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
A 40-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And the over 1,000 yards for the season, so now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it, they think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Vikings first down.
They go play action. Cousins. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First down, Minnesota.
Up the gut, Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Made by Mike Hilton. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Vikings.
To throw is Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And now another one thrown incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will close the gap down to 14. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Short throw to Smith. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll work work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Fournette. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Off the play fake, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Fournette is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Well, the second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 34.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Burrow on play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete as well.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Running left, it's Mixon. Oh, heck of a move. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. From the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. First down. Here's Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Again, it's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down, Cousins.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown!
Jordan Addison.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
At the 31-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.